Hey there folks, welcome to the Auto Universe. Now folks, if you have seen those videos or footage of the Mazda 6 versus the Hyundai Sonata crashing against the wall, both of those cars look terrible after the crash. But that isn't going to be enough to determine which one is better. Which is why we are going to give you the analysis of those crash tests. But before we jump into the analysis, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Now, let's just get right into the analysis folks. The Mazda 6 versus the Hyundai Sonata. If you think that this comparison seems a little unfair because the Mazda 6 just looked far more superior just by looking at it, the Mazda 6 is undeniably gorgeous for an unluxury midsize sedan, while the Hyundai Sonata just looks like a midsize sedan. But you can't judge a book by its cover folks, because the comparison is really fair to the core. These two cars are basically identical cars. The only thing is, Mazda has a more better taste in terms of design. I'm not saying that the Hyundai's is ugly, it's just it doesn't look as gorgeous as the Mazda 6, which makes it falls into the car's generic look. But it's not necessarily a bad thing, because a lot of people, believe it or not, prefer the subtle look of a generic car over a futuristic modern look that almost looks like it's trying too hard. As usual, we also use the same crash test report from the IIHS organizations, starting from the top. As you can see here folks, both of these cars performs really well in terms of crash worthiness. Both of these cars earns a good score in average sections. The difference is in the crash avoidance and mitigations, especially on the headlight sections and the front crash preventions. In the Hyundai Sonata, in the headlight section earns a good score, while in the Mazda 6 only earns an acceptable score. While on the front crash preventions, the Hyundai Sonata earns a superior score, while on the Mazda 6 on the standard system, it earns a good score, or superior. So the conclusion is, both of these cars are practically identical on the crash test analysis. From the crash worthiness, both of these cars earns a good score in average sections. The difference is in the crash avoidance and mitigations. In the headlight section, surprisingly, the Sonata outruns the Mazda 6 by earning a good score, while the Mazda 6 only earns an acceptable score. But if you think that the Sonata has officially beat the Mazda 6, you need to take another look at the front crash prevention sections. Yes, the Sonata also earns a good score in terms of optional system, while the Mazda 6 came standard with a superior crash prevention system. That makes both of them tie in the crash avoidance and mitigations. So, there you have it folks, the Mazda 6 versus the Hyundai Sonata. If you have requests on any cars that you want to see the comparison of, let me know by leaving a comment down below. See ya folks!